everybody. My first guest is a legendary broadcaster who can currently be seen Friday nights on 20/20 and weekday mornings on The View. Tomorrow night, ABC is going to air Barbara Walters Presents the 10 Most Fascinating People of 2002. Please welcome Barbara Walters.
Decorations.
Those are very nice.
Aren't they interesting?
They're not radioactive. Those are supposed to do that, right?
I don't know what they do. I'm getting signals.
They're gorgeous.
I went to a lunch and someone gave them to me. Can you see one's red, one's green, and they go off and on? Isn't that clever?
Oh, you sound thrilled about it.
I brought others just in case. I thought they were distracting, but I figured they went sort of with your colonoscopy decoration.
Okay, please. I can't believe you agree with me. It's just a little weird. It takes a little getting used to, that's all. Very nice to have you here.
It's so nice.
We're going to talk about your special in just 1 second, but I have to ask you...
Can I just say it's on at 9 o'clock, which you didn't say? That's all. That's my only plug.
Man, that's right. I hear it's on at 9 o'clock on ABC.
Thank you. Okay.
On The View. I check out The View every now and then.
Yeah.
And I see The View, and I see that you're there sometimes, but then you're not.
Right.
And it's kind of disturbing. In a way. It's like you're not there, like you're hovering, and you're like Batman. You show up if there's a crisis of some kind. You're suddenly there. What makes you decide whether you're going to be there or not?
I also hover when I'm not there. Like I was watching it yesterday, and they were talking about Mexico. And someone said, who's the president of Mexico? And I'm screaming at the screen. None of them could not.
Vicente Fox.
Vicente Fox.
Right.
And I'm yelling at the screen. Then I call the control room and I say Vicente Fox. So I make my miserable presence.
But where are you watching from? You're watching from like your hidden lair somewhere?
Well, no, I have this other...
Do you have a cave somewhere and you're watching the show and you're like, perfect. What? Vicente Fox?
Make a mistake and I'll call you. No, they're really so wonderful, those women, and they're terrific. But I watch when I'm in the other office, when I'm in the 20/20 office. I'm on usually 2 days a week, and we never say which 2 days.
It's a surprise. You never know when you're going to be there.
Never. And I don't want people to say, I'd like to come because she's there, or, oh, she's going to be on tomorrow, I won't come. And
no one would say that.
Well,
please, Barbara, please.
And now that Lisa Ling has gone, we've been having guest people fill in.
Lisa Ling's decided to leave to pursue other matters.
Yeah, she really wants to do, you know, hard news, serious news, and so she's gone to National Geographic, and we're very happy for her. So now we use celebrities to fill in. That's
Are you going to, would you have a man do that? Or is it,
never.
Why? Why not a man?
It's a different chemistry having a man as part of the women talk.
How about a gay man?
Is there something you want to tell me?
Yes. I want to be on The View.
Well... yes.
You have a gay man guest,
but... Well, you've come on with us, gay or
Stop linking me with, no.
No, but you've been on with us.
I love them, they're great, but I've been on, yes, I've enjoyed my time on The View. I call them the lovely ladies of The View.
That's sweet.
But that's just me. I have a question for you. You've interviewed a lot of celebrities in your time, and you've interviewed some who are insane, in my opinion. And I've always wondered, how do you always keep a straight face? Like when you did that famous Anne Heche interview, she's there and she's telling you a spaceship came for me, I traveled with them, I spoke their language, and then she broke into the alien language and started going like blib, blob, glib, glob, glib. And they would cut to you and you were just listening. I would be peeing my pants if that was...
Well, her book was called Call Me Crazy.
Right.
You know, so that was a little hint.
Right, so you knew what you were going to be dealing with.
And I'd read the book. It helped. But what am I, you know, she was telling me at the time, you know, a story that was extremely important to her. And the fact that once she gave this all out and talked about the fact that she'd been abused as a child, her life changed, and indeed it had. But I mean, I've interviewed, I interviewed Muammar Gaddafi, and I asked him, you know, the dictator, the head of Libya, and I said to him, people say, you're crazy. And he said, ha, 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 what makes you say that? So, every once in a while...
See, that's when I would back out of the room slowly, if I were you.
No, you have to, you know, you're there as the authority figure, and you have to listen to
See, I've never been the authority figure, so that's why I don't know what you're talking... No, not really. I prefer my role where I just giggle at people.
I'd like to do that. I'll put my earrings back on and do that again.
Or I could wear them.
You are really trying to...
be on The View. Let's talk about your special, Most Fascinating People of 2002. I eagerly awaited my invitation to be interviewed by you. Didn't happen. And thank thank you. That's a crowd that's clearly shocked. I think I'm a fascinating character.
Well, no, you haven't got the whole title. It's
what?
The most fascinating people of 2002. The criteria are, they're very simple. You can't be evil, and you can't be dead. Now,
I'm a good...
So far,
I don't like the way this is going at all. I'm a sweet boy, and I'm very much alive.
I think I liked you better when you were gay.
No, okay.
You also have to have accomplished something very special in the last year. Think back this last year. What have you accomplished?
I've made the entire country of America laugh hard every night. Okay, not...
Yes?
Maybe not the whole country.
Yeah? How much of the country?
About 0.5%. And maybe not a laugh, kind of like, he's all right, I'm going to sleep. But still, that's an accomplishment in and of itself.
What, 0.6?
Who knows? I don't look anymore. No, but it's all good. Who's on the special? Tell us who's on the special.
Okay. Movie stars like Halle Berry, because she is the first African-American to win an Academy Award for Best Actress. She's also divine. Tobey Maguire, who is sort of a nerd in all of these movies, and now suddenly he's Spider-Man, right? Jumping over walls and so forth. Dr. Atkins, all of these years he's been vilified. Now the Atkins diet is...
He's the one that says you can have all the bacon you want and lose weight.
I
love that guy.
Well, there you go.
That's the greatest theory. I thought we weren't allowed...
This year, people... I'm sorry.
You're going to get through the whole list. Go ahead.
No, I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
But
no,
I
was just going on with Dr. Atkins.
Okay.
He's the one that you can eat protein, you can eat
fat.
You can eat fat and lose weight.
Yes, and
I think that can't be true.
You get into something called ketosis. Then you get into a colonoscopy. No, I'm teasing.
Oh.
But what happens is that when you no longer have carbohydrates to burn, you burn your own fat, and therefore you lose weight.
Now, I've heard that he never appears on camera because he himself is kind of fat. And is that true? I mean, I've heard that. I'm not making that up. I've heard that he's got like a kind of a belly, and he doesn't want to go out there as the spokesman for this amazing diet and be like, hey, you should try it.
He hasn't gone on camera a lot. I mean, he did with this. He's not exactly skinny, and his wife isn't skinny. However, we don't know how fat he was.
Good point.
It's like 0.6. He used to be like this.
Could have been a 900-pound man.
Yeah.
Is it true that you're a wax statue at Madame Tussauds? Is that right? That's a high honor.
It's a very high honor. It looks just like me, and I gave them a dress. I didn't want some schleppy old dress on them.
So you gave them a good dress?
I gave them a real
Did you
good
actually
dress.
sit for it?
Yes, I did.
Because not everybody does that.
And you can tell the difference. Barbra Streisand didn't sit. And hers is not as flattering.
They just took their, like, Mr. T dummy and remolded it or something. There you go, Barbra Streisand. Let's move on.
Whatever, but they do not. I don't think Fidel Castro sat.
No.
But
he does what he wants.
They even, it's amazing because they do your hands and you look and it's exactly the way it is.
I wouldn't know.
Well, you may be next.
No, I'm having one made and I'm bringing it over there.
So this has been a tough year. You haven't been on wax.
Exactly. I want my wax dummy to be on one of the ladies of The View very soon, so watch for that. Barbara Walters presents the 10 Most Fascinating People of 2002 tomorrow night at 9 on ABC.
Come back with us soon on The View.
Yes, I will do that. Yes, very nice to be there. Barbara Walters, everybody. Colin Quinn coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. How do you do all that work?
Now, intruder alert! Some will live, some will die, and a generation's final journey begins. Star Trek Nemesis, rated PG-13. Now playing.
Good. Clam chowder?
Yeah.
Me too. What was that look for?
Well, my clam chowder's Campbell's Select ready to serve.
And mine's Progresso, so...
Well, the clams in my Campbell's Select are more tender than yours. And it's got lots of potato, celery, and onions.
Here we go.
And Campbell's Select beat Progresso in a taste test. Want to taste the winner?
Oh, that is good.
Campbell Select. Experience the simple pleasure of a great tasting soup.
I feel my body
Qu'est-ce que tu as oublié?
Whoa, hold on. Did you know his favorite color is green? Do you know every time he sees the sunset he cries? Or how do you know he likes his food this way? Come on. Subway makes every sandwich just the way you want.
Choose from our delicious meats, toppings, sauces, and fresh baked breads.
Subway, eat fresh!
It happens on weekends in towns and cities across the country. Men and women go off to train as soldiers, then come back home to their families, to their friends, to their jobs, and to the rest of their lives. There are more than 180 ways to be a soldier in the Army Reserve, and you can train for many of them right where you live. Become an Army of One. Join the Army Reserve.
Had your eye on a new Cadillac? Get into one of our season's best. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Get 0% APR on all 2002 and 2003 Cadillac models at your Metroplex Cadillac dealers.